How long does it take for you to actually build decent amount of muscle mass naturally? That's going to be the topic that I would like to share with you today from my personal experience. By the way, my name is Boris Kish and welcome to the channel. So that there are many factors that we have to put into the consideration when we are talking about how much can you actually achieve naturally. And I'm going to share you again what mistakes have I done in the past, what I was able to do when I tried to improve my performance by adding anabolic steroids, and what was I actually really able to do really impressively when I train naturally. So first of all, I would like to tell you that I think I was mentioning this in some previous videos, that I started doing sports when I was 5. I'm 40 years now. I started training really from 5 till 17. When I was 17, I started going to the gym. Before 17, I trained gymnastics, athletics, basketball, volleyball for almost 10 years, plus minus. Then I had back injury, and then I was not able to jump anymore. I didn't train for 6 months when I was 17. That got me into semi-depression, and I decided to go to the gym because I always liked how well-built male body looks. And so therefore, what I'm trying to explain to you now is that I had a background of high intensity trainings. I was not training the hypertrophy, but I was training a lot. When I trained volleyball, I was training also. We had periods when we had 3 trainings for 2 hours per day, when we had preparations for the upcoming season. So my body kind of was adjusted to that. And when I started going to the gym, I started training for the hypertrophy purposes. I asked a guy in the gym who I thought that knows what he's doing, because I like how he was built. And he gave me really decent basic startup instructions. And I was really improving rapidly, naturally. I want to tell you, when I came first time to the gym, I was not able to do one pull-up on the bar. I was not able to bench press 8 decent repetitions with 40 kilos. So with 40 kilos, I was really struggling, and I thought, oh my God, I see guys that are doing sets with 100 kilos, with 140, with 160, even more, and I cannot lift 40 kilos, and I consider myself a sportsman. But my body wasn't able to train like that. And from 40 kilos bench press, I came in about year and a half to 110 kilos of bench press, let's say 8 repetitions. By the way, this is completely irrelevant when we are trying to build up symmetrical amount of muscle mass on our bodies, but this is what was really important to me at the time. And plus, I think it's still some kind of a parameter that I can share with you right now that shows how much was I improving. I was also improving pretty identically, pretty symmetrically on all other exercises, and I gained around 20 kilos of body mass during this first year and a half, that were not only pure muscles. And this is the main thing that I would like to tell you today. What happened? I did something stupid. So I think already with 19 years, maybe I'm lying to you, I'm not 100% sure when did it happen, but I was young and stupid, and I thought, okay, those big guys on the magazines and in the gym are big because they take steroids, right? And I took my first cycle of the anabol when I was living in Serbia. I think back then it was called methandienone or methandrostenolone, something like that. It was from Romania. I don't know, was it fake? I don't want to say that I didn't got quality gains because it was fake. Maybe it was probably underdosed, but it was not 100% fake. So the point of this is I didn't got almost anything. So I got like 200 tablets of Dianabol, and I thought, oh my God, now from 110 kilos, 8 repetitions of bench press, I will come to minimum 150 kilos with 10 repetitions in a month or two. And no, that didn't happen. I increased my strength maybe overall 5%, not more. I was able to do bench press with 120 kilos, maybe 5-6 repetitions, so nothing special. I was really training like maniac. I was eating as much as I could, and I gained overall maybe 5 kilograms. I thought that I will get 20 kilograms of pure body mass with that cycle. And after the progress that was pretty much nothing, I was really down and I felt low, and I was blaming the steroids. No, those are the steroids, probably they were fake. Look, I achieved nothing. And after 6 months, I took even stronger cycle. I think that was also it was Dianabol as well. This time 300 tablets instead of 200. And this, by the way, I'm not supporting usage of anabolic steroids. This is not what you're supposed to do. So the point of the video is what you're not supposed to do, and later what you are supposed to do, by my subjective opinion. And I took also decadurabolin, that's nandrolone deconate. Not a huge amount, maybe 100 to 200 milligrams per week. I did the pyramid cycle. Again, I improved my strength and high quality body mass again, maybe for 10-15%. I didn't explode it as I thought, and I already put that huge amount of hazard impact in my body before my 20s, which was a complete mistake by my opinion. If I could change something, I would change it. I would change that right now. I would tell that to my younger self, but unfortunately, I cannot. I live with the consequences, but I can help you and I can tell you. And as I said, there was no progress at all, and I thought, oh my God, maybe I'm non-responder. I don't react to steroids as I'm supposed to do. What the fuck is going on with my body? But then again, naturally, I made huge progress in a year and a half. That's what was confusing me. And when I took something, the progress was not that good. And the problem was, I had sporty background, as I'm telling you. I loved to train. I knew how to train. I was not afraid of the weights. I was not afraid of the pain. That high quality and intensity training was giving me. But I was born in Subotica in Serbia. Unfortunately, before I moved to Vienna, I never ever had enough amount of money. So I was not able to buy protein powders. I was not able to buy at least half kilo to 1 kilo of chicken breasts per day. I was not able to put good fats in my body. I didn't know that fats are extremely important for hormonal panel and hormonal balance. And my nutrition and my supplementation sucked. So without that, steroids didn't do anything. And then later, when I moved to Vienna, when I was 23 years old, when I kind of find my way here, then I found a really good fitness center in Vienna, and then I was able to afford all the supplements that I needed for maximum hypertrophy. I was able to buy the glutamine, the BCAAs, the creatines, the 1 kilos of meat per day, even In one period, I was eating 2 kilos of pure turkey breasts. And yes, then I was able also to get some good underground gear, again, that I was not recommending to you. It was not the higher amount than the one that I took with 19 when I was in Serbia. And I found myself a really great training partner at the time that was training with me. And then I exploded. Then I really exploded. Then I gained a huge amount of muscle mass, pure muscle mass, and I made really good performances. And you know, overall, when I was presenting myself in the Austrian World Championships, I always brought a medal home. I was not any kind of superstar, and I was not, I'm the best, better than everybody, but I was able to bring a medal always in super heavyweight category, about 100 kilograms, fully ripped weight. I think it's something that I'm able, it shows something that I'm not speaking from the internet or just from my head, but really from my personal experience that I want to share with you. So the conclusion to all of this is, can you make a really drastic improvements naturally? Yes, you can. Now with 40, I had almost a year without taking any kind of steroids or TRT, and I was not able to train as hard as I was before. And I said, okay, now I will try to improve naturally, because I really wanted to clean my system from everything, to see will I be able to improve naturally. And yes, I can tell you, I even, okay, this is muscle memory that I had before, but I was able to put from 5 to 10, let's say 6-7 kilos of good muscle mass that I had before, again, also naturally, without any steroids, with 40. So yes, it is achievable, but it makes a huge difference if you started with 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 for the first time. If you started going to the gym before your 25th birthday, I highly recommend that you do not take any kind of anabolic steroids or whatever, and give yourself minimum 4 years of training. Minimum 4 years. This is what I will tell to myself, my younger self. I cannot, unfortunately, but I can share this with you, hopefully help you. Minimum 4 years if you are before 25. If you're after 25 and you still want to compete, check your hormonal panels. I would also say to you, give at least 2-3 years and see how it goes, especially if you had a sporty background. But if you are after 30 and you want to compete, I would suggest you test your natural limit. Maybe it's not going to be 4 years, but at least 2 years, and see how it goes, and check your, again, hormonal panel with your doctors, and consider your doctor, is it even safe to do this in the first place? So yes, it's possible to build muscles naturally. I would say give it at least 4 years. Do not rush. And if you ever decide to take steroids, always be sure that you have at least 2 to 3 grams of protein every fucking day for your nutritional purposes, that you have all the supplements, that you can afford all of that to stimulate your body properly for the growth. And then maybe if you decide to take some cycle that is not high and that is not really strong, and I guaranteed you that you will make huge impact in your overall performances. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger once told, if you're not growing on testo and deca, you won't be able to grow on anything. That's my personal opinion. This would be it for today. Please like and share this video if you liked it, and write me your honest comments in the comment section. Till next time. Bye.